Hi, I'm attorney Samantha Gordon with McIntyre Elder Law.
Hi, I'm Jane Dearwester with McIntyre Elder Law based in our Hendersonville office, but here in Charlotte today.
Yeah. So we wanted to discuss women and law and specifically give you a little background on both of us, how we became attorneys, some statistics on women in law, and then also just why we want to encourage women to go to law school, advocate for themselves, and know that they do have the ability to be in our shoes. So if you want to start off, Jane?
Absolutely. I grew up in a small town in the Midwest in Ohio. I pretty much always thought I wanted to go to law school. I did moot court when I was in high school, basically because a friend of mine told me she was doing it. And once I got into it, I just really enjoyed it. I went on from there to major in political science and philosophy. My parents were very worried when I announced I was going to major in political science and philosophy. What are you going to do? I said, well, I'm going to go to law school. So went to law school at Duquesne University in Pittsburgh. And after I graduated there, I moved to North Carolina. I've been practicing law in North Carolina for the past 20 years, and I'm happy to report I think there have been 2 times in over 20 years that I've been in a courtroom with all females, meaning the judge, the bailiff, both attorneys, the court reporters, everybody working in the courtroom, and it's happened 2 times in over 20 years. But to me, that was a great day, and I was glad that the judge had the presence of mind to notice it. She took a moment and said, I just want to point out this is an all-female courtroom right now. So that felt really amazing. And even if it's only happened twice in 20 years, I'm glad it's happening. And not to say we don't like working with our male colleagues, but it is definitely a male-dominated profession. And it's just an incredibly awesome career. We need more women in this field for sure.
Definitely. I'm originally from New York. I moved to North Carolina about 10 years ago for law school. Me and my dog moved down here to attend law school. When I went to college, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Originally speech pathology, and then I went to political science as well. And my parents also were like, what are you going to do with a political science degree? Generally, you become a politician or you go to law school. So I went to law school. And I really found my niche in estate planning, estate administration while I was in law school, and that's what I've been practicing for almost 8 years. And I just really love it. I think that being a woman in this field is empowering because you have certain talents and certain organizational skills just being a woman that is different from your male counterparts. True. And that you can really apply in this position and really empower yourself to do the best for your clients and advocate for your clients. So that is a little bit about us. Some statistics that we wanted to share with everybody is that around 39% of lawyers are women in the United States. We actually thought when we were looking that up it was higher. But it's around only 39%, which is still very good compared to, say 20 years ago when Jane had first started in practice. Yeah. And also law school, Jane, you had mentioned a statistic about law school, right?
Yeah, I think recently, like Harvard Law reported, this was the first year in the last couple of years that there had been 50% of female law students. It's the first time it had broken that kind of barrier that half of the students are female. And here we are, 2024. So I think that tide is kind of turning and more women are just becoming interested, are becoming empowered, realizing that they can do it. And I'll say when I first started practicing, on the flip side of my other story to an all-female courtroom happening a couple of times, I cannot count the number of times I've been the only female in the courtroom. So everybody, the judge, the bailiffs, all the other attorneys, everybody else in the courtroom is male, and I'm the only female. That happens very regularly. Yeah. Still.
And I think, unfortunately, when you are the only female in the courtroom or in the room, a boardroom, whatever it may be, there is a little bit more pressure on yourself to really showcase yourself and really make sure that everyone in the room is listening to you and ensure that everyone's taking you seriously. Unfortunately, I think that's just something within our culture and our society that we do have to do. And I think that as a lawyer, really focusing on your confidence, your ability, your knowledge, and your tenacity is super important to really be successful in this role as a female. And yeah, I think that being an attorney was one of the best decisions that I've ever made. I love advocating for clients, whether it's in the courtroom or through an estate plan or figuring out how to protect someone's assets, and making sure that, you know, I can use my abilities as a female in that capacity.
Yeah, I think there's a level also that clients resonate with in our field in estate planning with compassion. I think men are also compassionate, but I think women have this innate ability to be compassionate and hold space for people who are going through difficult circumstances, grief, loss, and also I think we have the knack for organization and planning, and those two things, those skills are the skill set we use to do estate planning, having that compassion but also the seriousness and the ability to organize and analyze the information our clients are bringing in. So I really enjoy working with clients. I love being in court. I do full-time litigation for our firm. I love being in court, and it has helped my self-confidence to be thrown into these situations where I kind of have to hold myself in this very specific way and go toe-to-toe with very experienced attorneys, men, women, you know, everybody. So it's definitely a great confidence builder for sure as a career.
Definitely. Today is October 11th, Day of the Girl.
So we're here to encourage you, all the women out there, to be empowered and know that you can do whatever you want to do and be whatever you want to be.
And do it great.